What is up, everybody? It's Skyhawk JD here. I don't know if you can hear me. Let me just double check real quick. What is up? Yeah. All right. So we're good. So this time I'm not gonna have a camera on, so people can actually see, the screen for the whole time. And that you guys are coming. Sorry I wasn't able to make a live stream the 2 days before. I got pretty busy. I had a doctor's appointment, and then I had college, and then I had to do a lot of overtime work at my job. Hey, it pays well, so I'm happy. So I'm really excited for this. We're gonna have a great time. Let's go ahead and get started. You want to make sure I got everything up and running. So basically, if for you people right now, what we're doing right now, we just beat. Remember, I don't know if you guys were watching it from last time. We just took care of that pink guy. That guy who was so smug, thought he was perfect and everything. So we just finally got him in prison, and now we're just gonna continue on and seeing what happens. So we beat that one. Now we're gonna see what happens next. Now it looks like Maya will join us now. Now, not Mia, Maya. So this is gonna be interesting. So let's go ahead and give this thing a shot, and let's rock and roll, people. Let me just make sure I get the last of the links out, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. All right, just make sure I'm ready. The last court case was pretty hectic, so I'm really looking forward to this. All right, loading. Phoenix Wright Ace Atorney trilogy. All right, we are ready. All right. All right, let me just get this last minute thing because I'm noticing on YouTube, the screen looks a little bit shrunk. So I'm gonna go ahead and fix that real quick. All right. I'm excited. Like I said before, people, I'm actually really excited for this. All right, we're ready. Right now we got nobody watching, so we're gonna... Yep, episode 3, Turnabout Samurai. Moon. No, it is you who should gaze upon the moon, for it will be the last moon you ever see. Wait. See you in hell, evil. I didn't see that last part. Rah! The warrior's sword gleams and strikes in the moonlight. One fallen, but who? Only the moon knows. Don't miss next week's episode of... I didn't read that in time. October 14th, 5:31 p.m. Wright and co-law offices. That rocked. See you in hell, evil. I can't read that. Whoa, stop waving that broom around. Oh my gosh, I used to do that all the time when I was a kid. Oh, Nick, I didn't know you were here. Of course I'm here. What was that surreal show you were watching? What? Nick, you mean you don't know the Steel Samurai? Steel Samurai. You know what that sounds like? That sounds like the Silver Samurai. That sounds like the Silver Samurai. Wasn't that from like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? The Silver Samurai. No. That wasn't. No. That was crap. What was his name? It was from X-Men. Silver Samurai was from X-Men. Yeah, now I remember. That was X-Men. All right, continuing. I do like that tune. He's the only person He's the only most popular TV hero for young people. Okay, it's just that face though. He looks like an action figure of Buddha. No offense to you, Buddhists out there. All right. That face just creeps me out, man. Just that face just creeps me out, man. Alright, I am live. Alright, good. Alright. I love this game. Got 2 people watching now that you guys are watching, alright? Young, like, how young? 10 years old? Then what the heck are you doing getting all excited? Hey, I'm only 17. That's 17, see? I'm a teen, not like you, Nick. Hey, don't talk to me like I'm your grandpa or something. I'm only 24 myself. Wait, hold up. 24, he does look pretty old. Then watch it with me. He's really cool, and it's really popular. When they asked grade school kids what they wanted to be, Steel Samurai was #1. I really worry about kids these days. Hey, you and me both, man. You and me both. Gramps! Well, the Steel Samurai's over. Guess I have to close up the office. I guess. Wish we got some clients. A month has passed since my trial. Okay, he was talking about the last one. If you guys remember the last one. Mia's murder was a talk of the town for some time, but no one paid any attention to the Wright and co-law offices. How am I going to pay the rent this month? It'll be okay. I'm sure some big client is just around the corner. October 16th, 8:14 a.m. Phoenix Wright's bedroom. Bring. Babe. Hello? This is Phoenix. Nick! Maya? What? It's still early. It's the Steel Samurai! The Steel Samurai got arrested! Oh... Huh? You mean that guy in that show? Yes! They're saying the Steel Samurai killed the villain. Isn't that what he's supposed to do? Yeah, on TV! Yeah, on TV. No! I mean, he actually did it! In real life! He skewered a villain with his samurai spear! I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Just come to the office! Quick! Please, Nick! Beep. October 16th, 9:22 a.m. Wright and Co. Law Offices. What is a Co? Who's the Co? Maya's here, watching television. Now for the morning news. The actor Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers plays the lead role in the popular kids show The Steel Samurai, Warrior of Neo Ode Tokyo. He was arrested on suspicion of murder. The victim was Jack Hammer, who plays the villain known as the Evil Magistrate. His body was found still inside the Evil Magistrate costume. The samurai spear was also found stuck through the body. Police believe this was a murder weapon and are investigating further. This has to be a joke. No. It's a nightmare. The Steel Samurai is over. The world is over. Bring, bring. Yes, Wright and Co. Law Offices. What? Nick! It's the Steel Samurai! What? Yes! Of course! We'll be right there. Beep. Let's go, Nick. Go where? They have the Steel Samurai down in detention. So what? So, I've decided this will be our first case. Alright, people watching. Let's head on out there. Let's stop making that face, honey. I don't want to see that. Nintendo Zombie 96. Hey, how you doing, man? All right. Examine. There's nothing really here to examine. Well, what should we do? What should we do? How can you just sit there like that? We have to get down to the detention center and meet the Steel Samurai. Does she want to investigate the case, or does she want to do some sightseeing, I wonder? My money's on sightseeing. Yours and me both, Phoenix. Yours and me's both. Alright, we don't have enough information to make a case yet. Just admit it, you don't have a clue what happened. No! We just don't have enough information. Alright, relax, honey. Let's go to the detention center. October 16th, Detention Center Visitor Room. Oi! What's wrong, Maya? It's him, in the flesh. Is that guy really him? What do you mean it's that guy? Of course it's him. Will Powers, our client. That's him. Okay, he looks like a mix of Wolverine and a mix of Broly from Dragon Ball Z. It's true. It looks just like Broly and Wolverine. Like he looks like the Greek god of the sun. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but he definitely did it. Murder at least once, maybe twice. Wow, what a positive person you are, Maya. Whoa! What are you saying? Yes. Something's wrong. No! This is getting off to a great start. I know. You're disappointed, aren't you? Disappointed? Oh no. No, it's okay. This is the real me. When I got the part of the Steel Samurai, the mask, I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. It's the kids, you know. They don't want to work their dreams. Oh. I guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. I wonder what they think of the Steel Samurai now. Okay, he sounds like a guy with a good heart, but he's just really big of a guy. You know what I mean? I wonder what they think of the Steel Samurai now. Okay, now he's crying. Whoa! Nick! What? He's a good guy. I mean, he's good. Yeah. He didn't do it. Alright. Can you tell us what happened? Yes, of course. It seems like it was only yesterday, actually. It was only yesterday. The cast had come down for Global Studios run-through. We went through a few action sequences at 10 o'clock that morning. There was a rehearsal scheduled for 5 o'clock in the afternoon. But when 5 o'clock came around and the staff gathered at the studio, the evil magistrate was found lying in a crumbled heap near the sea. Oh, whoa. Shouldn't there be blood coming out of that? Or is that part of the costume? Yeah, I think that should be coming out. That should be coming out of the costume, I bet. He took off his mask and discovered that it was Jack Hammer, dead. He had been expertly skewered by the samurai spear. The samurai spear? Yeah. It's a long spear that the Steel Samurai uses as a weapon. Maybe you could explain to me just what the Steel Samurai is. Nick! How could you say such a thing? I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner. He's new to this and a bit out of touch with the world. Hey! Who's new to this? No, it's alright, really. The Steel Samurai is the lead character in a popular kids show. He walks the streets of Neo-Old Tokyo, fighting battle after battle against the evil magistrate and his minions. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate. Although, I guess he did defeat him this time. Whoa! I see. Neo-Tokyo. It comes up with these names. Now, where were you on the day of the murder? Well, that morning I came to the studios around 9 o'clock. We worked through some action scenes until noon. Rehearsal was to begin at 5, but I was too tired. So after lunch, I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up, it was after 5. I was late for the rehearsal. I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here. So he was sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder. Some action hero. What will the kids think? I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder. Right. Global Studios. I'll draw you a map. Wow! Nick! Let's go! I'm willing to bet $10 she asked for an autograph. Alright, let's go. October 16th, Global Studios, the main gate. Wow, this is where they make the Steel Samurai show. Awesome! Aren't you excited? Old bag. Old bag. Old bag, that's funny. Alright. Alright, so... Hold up, my mic's acting up. 1 second, people, my mic... Alright. Sorry about that, everybody. Alright. Now, let's continue where we left off. Sorry about that. My mic is acting a little bit up. Alright. Sorry about that. You went in! You gotta go through me! Oh. Sorry. we're lawyers. Oh yeah? Well, that's great. I'm security. And it's my job to make sure gawkers like you stay out. Gawkers? Gawkers, sightseers, tourists. I know the type. You heard about that incident and came to snoop around? Used today. Something horrible happened and all you do with that bell, I cannot read all that. Hey, lady, slow down. Nick? Will I grow to be like her? Please say no. I don't know. It's possible. Hey! Listen to the way being spoken to. Youth today. Okay. So, what do you do here at the studios? At Global Studios, we make child's dreams come true. In fact, in my younger days... No, you were a star. Only a little twinkle between the stars here, I'm afraid, dearie. What? Wow. This place has really gone downhill, you know. But 10 years ago, now that was a studio of dreams. Hammer was a big star then, too. He was. Hammer? The victim, dummy. The evil magistrate. He been reduced to playing villains now. Not exactly the best material to work with. Can you tell me about Mr. Will Powers? He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You wouldn't want him on the silver screen without it, believe me. Little old ladies watching would lose their lunch. That's probably why he thought that the Steel Samurai was his big chance. No one thought he'd keep up doing what he did to poor Jack Hamill. You know for certain Will Powers is guilty. Powers? Of course he's guilty. How do I know everything? That's my job. Okay, let's ask about Mr. Hammers. What kind of person was Jack Hammer? What kind of person? Oh, if only you knew. Jack Hammer will live on in many hearts as the ultimate action hero. He was simply dashing the Dynamite Samurai series. Oh, hold up, that's my mic again. That's my mic again. Mic's glitching out, hold up. Oh, sorry about that. Man, today is not my day for live streaming, guys. Man, it's really messing me up today. I am really sorry about that. So let's go ahead and finish up this thing. It's like glitching me out like crazy. Oh, sorry about that. Man, today is not my day for live streaming, guys. Man, it's really messing me. Hey, Jen. All right, no more distractions. Hopefully my mic doesn't act up, and now we can continue. He was simply dashing the Should I have heard that? But there was an accident during the filming 5 years ago. He got an unlucky break after that. Reduced to playing the villain of a children's program. Once more, I heard they were paying him peanuts. It's enough to make you cry. Okay. Why are you so certain Mr. Powers is the killer? I was standing right here yesterday, I was here from 1 o'clock in the afternoon till 5 when they found the body. Now, the studios where the murder took place is the left tail hill. So if you want to go to this in here studio, you have to pass by me. Only one person went by there between 1 and 2:30. That's when the murder took place. And that person was Mr. Powers. Oh, that's me. Oh, and that person was Mr. Powers? Yes, I saw him. But Mr. Power said he was sleeping in the dressing room. Oh, I'm sure he would say that. He's no fool. But he was the only one that walked by. He's the killer. You can bet your biscuits on it. Isn't it about time you be heading home? There's nothing to see here. Move along. Actually, we're here at Mr. Power's request. Ha! I thought you were suspicious looking. Show me a letter of request, and maybe I'll just let you hear this. This lady here thinks she owns this place, obviously. Alright, so I guess you gotta go back to the detention center and get a law thing. Hello, how was the studio? They all think I did it, don't they? No, not at all. Isn't that right, Nick? Right, not at all. At worst, you're a suspect. Alright, dude. The security lady. About the security guard at the main gate to the studio. Oh, the security lady? She's terrible! She called me suspicious looking! Yeah, actually, she said the same thing to me before. Take off that mask, were her words, I believe. She sucks up to all the bigwigs at the studio. But let her see you stumble once and she'll never let you up on it. She's got some nerve. Do you think you can write a letter formally requesting my representation? Of course. Alright. I just hope this will get me past the security lady in it. Mr. Powers, you aren't hiding anything from me, are you? What? No! I never do that! Earlier you said that you were sleeping in your dressing room after lunch. Yeah, like a baby! But the security lady said she saw you that day. She said she saw you heading towards the scene of the crime. What? That's not possible! I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise. Mr. Powers, if you want me to help you, you have to tell me the truth. I'm new to this lawyer business, and I need every advantage I can get. I know. I'm sorry. But I swear to you on my mama's grave, I was sleeping. Maybe the security lady only thought she saw me. What did she see? He doesn't seem to be lying. Alright, we got the stuff we need. Let's head back to the main gate. Here you go. Ma'am, have a look at this. It's a letter of request from Mr. Powers. Yes, I recognize that bold, childish scroll. Powers request given to security lady. To think he would entrust his fate to youths of such unreliable appearance? Really? Anyway, you may pass. We're only left from here, towards the studio. No going to the right, and that's the employee area. No one allowed in such power without instructions? The good detective himself told me? Hey, Nick. Huh? There were maps in the security guard station. Hey, not bad. Alright, so we got Studio 1, Studio 2, the dressing room, employee area, there's a gate. Those are 50 cents a piece, thank you! Whoa. She does look like a Cinderella's evil stepmother. Well, time to go, Nick. 50 cents! Alright. Thank you, lady. Alright. Outside Studio 1. Did you push your head off? Hey! Aren't you that murderer from the other day? Ah! It's that confused detective! Hey, pal! You know Prosecutor Edward is all upset. It's your fault. I saw him sipping tea staring gloomily out to the window. So? Hey! If he's depressed, it's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work. Detective? I think you hurt his feelings. I think you hurt his feelings. Yeah. No one cares about feelings. Am I right, people? No one cares about feelings. This is the real world. Oh no! I'm sorry! Oh yeah, get her arrested. She hurt somebody's feelings. Oh no! Today's society, you can get arrested for hurting somebody's feelings. That's the sad part. Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt. Yeah, like almost everybody here in the nation. You're right, pal. It's my fault. I can't blame other people I won't, but I know the truth in my heart. Hey, hey! Don't take it so hard. There's always the next case. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Hey, what exactly are you two doing here? Well, we're on the case too, pal. Hey, you can't go around saying pal like that. That's my endearing, my character trait. I'd say he's a character, alright. I want to see what's wrong here. The studio mascot. I guess it's a monkey of some kind. What kind of monkey has a nose like that? He's holding a sign in his hand. Right to Studio 1, left to Studio 2. No, that's your right and your left, not his right and his left. What's up with that thing? It looks kind of busted. Oh, the wind was pretty strong yesterday, and the head broke off. And it took the tree down with it, too. Hey, there's a camera here. That's a security camera. It takes photos of people going into the studio. Josh Francis. Hey, Josh. All you have to do was look at the data and you can see who went there. There's a number plate on the camera, ST1305. That must be the camera ID number. The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. Hey, it's locked. Looks like you need a card key to get in. It makes sense that they would want to keep the non-employees out. So how's your investigation going, Detective? Well, it's... Hey! I can't tell you that, pal. Nick, maybe you need to be a little bit more indirect with your questions. Right, so Detective, mind if I take a look at what you got? What I got? The autopsy report, the latest version, if you please. Right. Sorry about what happened last night, pal. Time of death, 10/15 at 2:30 p.m. Cause, pierced through the chest by a spear. Why was Mr. Powers arrested? Simple, pal. The murder took place right here in the Studio 1. Now, the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 p.m. And at that time, there was no other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was at 2:30 p.m. Only one person went to the studio between 1 and 2:30. And that person was none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. If you think I'm lying, ask the security lady at the main gate. Nick, if that's true, anyone would think that Powers did it with that kind of evidence. Thanks for cheering me up. According to the security lady... Oh, that sweet old lady? What a charmer. Huh? Are we talking about the same person? When I showed her my badge, she gave me a donut and some coffee. Remember what Powers said? She's a sucker for authority. She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence. What? What kind of evidence? Well, that, photo. The photo of the Steel Samurai heading towards the scene of the crime. What? Who took that? See the camera up to the gate, pal? The gate? You mean the one with the welcome sign? Yeah. Whenever someone walks by, that camera automatically snaps a photo of them. Uh-oh. Nick, he has evidence. We're finished. Funny, for someone with hard proof, he doesn't look too happy. What's wrong, pal? You seem down. Don't look so happy when you say that. We'd like to ask the employees here some questions. Sure thing, pal. Go wherever you like. Of course, you're not going to find any clues I haven't found already. I'm glad someone around here seems to be enjoying themselves. Nick, let's go. We've got a free pass to the place. Now our chance to check things out. Nick, look! The security lady is in the guard stuffing her face with donuts. I guess all cops like their donuts. Yeah, and they're soft enough she doesn't need teeth to chew them. Hey, you! Well, aren't you satisfied Pop's guilty yet? She had to make my life harder by giving me that photo to Detective Gumshoe. Why didn't you tell us about the security photo, ma'am? Oh, that's... I just thought it would be more thrilling to talk to the detective himself. All these things are important, you know? Oh, just to the left from where the gate was with the camera that took the photo. It's just my job to take photos every day, you see? That guard station is in the central position. No matter where you go here, you pass by my station first. Now, poor Hammer, he went to the studio just before 1 a.m. I mean, 1 o'clock. The murder happened right around 2:30, you see? The only one I see going through with this in here is 1:30, 2:30 was Powers himself. The security camera got a good look at him, too. If he's not the one that did it, I don't know who is. Maybe it was you? Yo! Good one, Sonny. She thinks I was joking. Was the victim, Mr. Hammer, a popular actor? Oh, he was the biggest star in the studio, this one right here. Was past tense? Oh yeah! He was great in The Bearded Samurai. That too, yes. He shone the brightest back in the day right here, yes he did. Making a star like him play the even magistrate is a disgrace, I tell you. Hammer took it pretty hard, and who can blame him? It's Honey Boo Boo, and I'm beauty queen, bitches. I'm fat as well, and I don't give two shits, girl. About the security camera. Oh yes, that camera right here. It's automatic, it can tell when someone walks through the gate, you see? Then it starts a photo, Apparently it records the time when it takes a picture too. But I don't bother myself with those details. I just view all the photos on the computer over there in the security guard station right here. I check them every day before going home, I do. Thank you, lady. Alright, let's look at it then. The computer that runs the studio security cameras. Hey! No touching! Okay, that didn't work. What if I show her this? What's that? You give me that to me? Absolutely not. Okay, that didn't work. Do I give this to her? Okay, no I don't. Okay, so we gotta go, let's go back to this area. Oh, it's, okay, employee area. October 16th, Global Studios employee area. Nick! This is where they do all the behind-the-scenes stuff. Hey, look! There's Power's dressing room! No one's here this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around. The remains of yesterday's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates, minus the steak. T-bone steaks. That would have hit the spot. Oh yeah, I know, right? Ah, T-bone steak. You just had a burger! Yeah, but I have a second stomach just for steaks. What? There's a sign by the door dressing room. Will Powers. It must be neat to be a star and have your own room like this. The door to the dressing room. It's not locked. Hey, Nick! Let's take a look inside. Maybe we can find something that's a souvenir. What do you mean, find? You never know. There might be something like the samurai spear. We don't need a spear. And that's the murder weapon for crying out loud. Ooh. Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum. Huh? It's so normal. I was making some cool themed snacks or something. Popcorn at the least. Wait! Look! Samurai soda! Nick! Try this! Ladies first. A window into the dressing room. The glass is frosted, so I can't see inside. Well, then let's go in! Global Studios dressing room. Power's dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping. Or at least, this is where he claims he was sleeping. No one actually saw him taking a nap here, did they? Right. And there's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth for his sake. Huh? This would be Power's bag. Hey, don't open that. Look! An employee card key! That must be Power's. And it says Studio 1. Let's take it, Nick! Borrow it. You mean borrow it. Card key added to the court record. Sweetness. There's a vast array of cosmetics here. Oh! This is the way he used in Samurai Boogie... What? Samurai Boogie Woogie. Nick, try this on. No. And how can you tell the name of the show just by looking at the wig? I, kind of like samurai movies. Kinda. There's some regular suits in among the costumes here. Those must be his own clothes. It'd be fun to wear one of those costumes. I'd say you're already wearing one myself. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here yesterday. There's a bunch of snacks on the table. They must give these to the employee. Some tea and cookies. Nick, I'm hungry. You just had a burger! Again! Yeah, but I have a separate stomach for sweets. How many stomachs does this girl have? It's locked. Looks like he doesn't open his window much. I guess it's kind of dusty outside. They always have mirrors like this in dressing rooms. I see my hair still nice and spiky, just how I like it. I think that's everything. Is that everything? Yep. No, nope. Let's head to the studio main gate. Hi, how you doing, lady? How you doing, Gumshoe? The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. I wonder if this key card we borrowed from the dressing room will work. Beep. It opened. All right, we're in. She's way too happy for someone visiting a crime scene. All right, we'll see you later, Gumshoe. Okay, there's the what do they call it? The body outline. I forget what it's called. I forgot what it's called. They outline the body. Hey, there's Tyler. Hey, Tyler, thanks for watching. What is it? You're real quiet all of a sudden. Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? That white tape, it's so real. Yeah, somebody was murdered there. Well, the evil magistrate did die here. And the Steel Samurai killed him. The murder weapon was a samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me. The outline where Jack's hammer body was laying with tape. How did they do that? They outline it perfectly, too. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny. I expected a spear stabbing would leave. I expected a spear stabbing would leave at least a few bloodstains. I guess the costume must have absorbed all of it. No clues here. Wow! Look at all that camera! That must cost a ton. Yeah, so don't touch it. Whoa, it's heavier than I thought. Hey! You! No touching that! Oh, hello. Oh, sorry, my partner's kind of, you know. You know? No, I don't know! Who are you? Who? Me? I'm an assistant here. I help with props and stuff. Moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. Hey, doesn't she look like Ashley? She looks like Ashley. We're lawyers representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, you're WP's people. WP? Oh, Will Powers. WP, I get it. Yeah, like me, JD, get it? JD, get it? I don't envy you guys one bit, but do what you can for WP, okay? He never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry, leave it to us. Could you tell me anything about the day of the murder? Yes, I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see. Only one assistant? Yes, well, the studio isn't doing so well right now. And yes, and yesterday was the only rehearsal for action sequences. Oh, I see. In the morning, we went through the action sequences in the employee area. WP and Hammer were there along with everyone else. The employee area, that's where Power's dressing room is, right? Yes, that's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. Then I saw WP go into his dressing room. But I didn't see either of them after that. Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room? No! I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private... What kind of girl do you think I am? Hey, when Jennifer came down here, she barged in through my room like nothing. But what kind of... No, No. I'm sure you're a fine girl. Sorry. So much for getting a confirmation of Power's alibi. What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. WP was the only one who came to the studio, then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. Sorry. I know you're busy. Not really. Actually, there's something that's bothering me. Aha! That's what I'm talking about. A clue. A lead! Well, I don't know about that. But that day, just afternoon, I sensed someone was here. You sensed? Yeah, several times. Some other studio employees, maybe? No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside. Really? But wait, if someone had come in here, wouldn't that security lady have noticed them? Yeah, you're right! I'm sorry, I don't have any better information than that. No, thanks! That helps us a lot. Anything helps. Let's go pull that security lady on the spot. So you sense that someone other than the regular film crew was in the studio? Yeah, I think. Doesn't cut it as a witness testimony. Nick! What about the security lady? If someone else came to the studio, she must have seen them. You're still here, dude? What? You still here? Really? You look as though you seen a ghost? What? I saw that suspicious look on your face. Well, my favorite foods are spaghetti and butter, and I like drinking Red Bull and Mountain Dew. I ain't sharing about my weight, cause my weight makes me sassy. I wanted to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 p.m., correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. Are you sure that Powers is the only one that goes through here between those times? Sure as can be. But we have a witness who thinks there was someone from outside here on that day. What? Were you absolutely sure you were here watching the whole time? You're quiet. Excuse me. Ma'am? Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? You know what that face also looks like? That for you people watching, that face also looks like the boss battle from Wario Land for the Game Boy Advance. That was my childhood. Anyway. Eek! Alright, you better tell me quick, you spiky hair cretin. Someone make a complaint about the work I do, eh? We were just talking to the assistant in Studio One. Her? She's not even a full-time employee. Oh, you youngins here like that nowadays, running your mouth. She left. Well, Nick. This is our chance to do what we do without her, looking over our shoulders. I know exactly what you mean. Birdie. The computer that runs the security studio office. Nick, maybe we can see that photo of Powers with the computer. Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer? Yeah. Okay, let's give it a try. You know how to work these things, right, Nick? Looks like I just have to enter a few numbers. Let's see, first I need a date of the murder. Looks like the cameras turned on at 1 p.m. on that day. 1 p.m., that was when the security lady arrived at the guard station. Please enter the number of the security camera. Oh, shoot! I wasn't paying attention! Damn it, I think it's this one? There, entered. Nothing happened. Huh? Maybe I got the wrong number. Maybe we should look at that camera again? Yeah, I'm gonna go look at... I forgot which camera it was. Let me go look at it. Oh, you're still here. How you doing, man? $307. Got it. See you later, Gumshoe. 307. There, entered. Hey! It printed out the data for that day! Let's see what we got. Huh? How is this a picture of Will Powers? Well, he is the one who always wears that suit. I guess that's why the security lady thought that was him. I don't imagine the detective would be very happy with this photo as evidence. Something printed out on the back. Huh? October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2. What does that mean? Maybe there's more photos from the data that day. Nope, doesn't know one on the computer. That doesn't seem right. Hey, Nick! Can we use this photo as evidence for the trial? Yeah. We'll put that security lady in her place with this. Right. We'll put her in her place. Hey, that's what I said. Anyway, let's show her this photo and see what she says. Wait, let's not. Why not? It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy so soon. True. Nick, you're craftier than I gave you credit for. Why, you could be the next evil magistrate. Hey, why do I have to be the villain? Relax, it was just a joke. So are we done for today? I think this photo is what we needed for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. Maybe it's really that security lady? I doubt it. To be continued, people. about samurai? Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. I see. Very well. I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well. I call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. No, it's you again. Oh, alright. Detective, if you will briefly describe this case to the court. Yes, sir. I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand this case, it is important to grasp the layout of the studios, see? This here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studio. The security lady works that studio here at 1 p.m. that day. We'll have heartburn. Past security station, there's a gate, see? Past that of the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman in the production and a young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went straight to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now jump ahead later that day, 5 p.m. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear was found lodged in the victim's chest, was the murder weapon. You guys watching the live stream now, what do you think so far? That's the case. That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to that whole thing again? One more time. I'm sorry, could you describe that one more time? I should have known it would be you, pal. Fine, once more for the mentally challenged lawyer. F you! Yeah, live it up while you can, Gumshoe. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of studios. Employee area. Something's not right. There's just something not right. Do you remember when we found the tape surrounding his body? We didn't find any blood. Something's bothering me. Skip it. I think I could probably remember that. So the murder weapon was a spear. How medieval. The samurai spear. The spear was stuck in the victim. The spear was found stuck in the chest of the victim. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call the security officers to the stand. Will the witness declare her name? We. My, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. Yeah, I react this. I would react the same way. Your name, please. Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma. Your name, please! Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witness to say their names. Wendy Oldbag, dearie. So just call me Grandma. It's practically my name. When I was really young and Oldbag... Objection! I object to the witness talkativeness. Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand. We're just getting to the good part, dearie. Perhaps we can get to the testimony? Now, the witness was stationed on the main gate on the day of the murder, correct? Yes, sir, I was. And to get to the scene of the murder, would someone have to pass by you? You know your stuff, dearie. You may begin your testimony. She is sure one hell of an old bag. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest of poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run through since the morning. I had to run some errands that morning. Anyway, it was 1 when I got to the guard station. I was at that main gate from then until 5. Now, the murder happened at 2:30, right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked past me at 2. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading towards the studio. You saw the defendant then? Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. So up until that time, anyone who wanted to go into the studio... Well, there wasn't a security guard at the gate, no. But the main gate was locked, dearie. You need an employee card key to get in. Right, the card key that I have. So what she's saying that no one was supposed to be there could get in. Was there anyone at the studios when you arrived at the guard station? Rambo, shut up! Rambo, I'm in court! Poor old Hammer and the rest have been doing a run-through since that morning. I had some errands to run that morning. Oh, I'm stopping you there. What kind of errands? Oh, well, you know. Answer the question. Actually, I was watching poor Hammer and Powers observing, you know. Observing? Weren't supposed to be at the guard station? Whippersnapper! I told you I locked the gate, didn't I? I did my job. I'm not sure your boss will see it that way. Anyway, I always watch Hammer's run through, always. Never missed one in all my years. Wow. I want to see a Steel Samurai run through too. You could quit being a spirit medium and take up guard duty. Not a bad idea. Anyway, it was 1 o'clock when I got to the guard station. Oh, wait a second. Did you see the victim then? Did I see poor Hammer? Nope. He had already gone past the studio before I got back to the guard station. Tell us what happened next. Wait a minute! Wouldn't the camera have caught that? I was at the main gate from then until 5. So you were watching it the whole time. No breaks, not even a second. Of course! I'm a professional, you know. Are you criticizing how I do my job, whippersnapper? No, it's just after seeing you eat those donuts at the guard station yesterday. I can watch the game and eat donuts. I love donuts. Snipper Whapper. Snipper Whapper? Old Windbag is losing it, Nick. Why don't you raise an objection? So the witness was on duty throughout the afternoon the whole time. Very good. What did you see? Now, the murder happened at 2:30, right? How did you know that? Oh, I have my ways. That overdressed young detective told me. I fed him some donuts and we talked and talked. He asked me, the detective isn't cut out for his job. Or Detective Gumshoe getting ratted out by security guard. Interesting to me because a certain man walked past me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading towards the studio. Nick, doesn't she seem like she's enjoying this a little too much? Windbags love gossiping around other people's misfortunes. Ugh, can't she get her kick somewhere else? Alright, I'm kind of confused here. Maybe it's this. Got it! Objection! Let me get this straight, old bag. Or Miss Old Bag. You've been saying this since yesterday. You saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about this man in the photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Ode Tokyo. Miss Old Bag. Is this the Mr. Powers that you saw? Of course! Didn't your mama teach you any sense, Sonic? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers right here. No, they can't! Well, I mean, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. I know that! I wasn't born yesterday! No one in this court is accusing you of that, Miss, or witness. He's having trouble calling her old bag, apparently. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you not? Proof! Nosy old man. Of course I have proof. What? Huh? Even Edgeworth is surprised. The prosecution would like to ask the witness, please make known to the information in your possession ahead of time. How was I supposed to know everyone here would be so nosy? You shouldn't be ashamed, all of you. You have the "can I speak to your manager" haircut, lady. I've been watching too much Entitled Parents on Reddit. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look. Wow, old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's hear about your proof then. The man in the photo. I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning, during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at this picture. You can see he's dragging his legs, see, clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy? So he had sprained his ankle. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. She's gotta be hiding something. I'll press until she squeals. I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers ship and fall. He broke one of the props. You gotta press it right there. He broke a prop. He sure did. His own samurai spear. Samurai spear. The murder weapon! Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it. This strikes me as significant detail. I better write this down in the court record. The murder weapon brace in the shaft has been mended with duct tape. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. You can see he's dragging his leg clear as day, and press that too. Share it with your friends, people watching. Just get more people here. Are you absolutely sure? Let's take a look at that picture again. So he was walking shimmy because he was injured. It does look like he was dragging his foot. See? And you didn't trust me, whippersnapper. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy? Still, you can't look at this and say it's Mr. Powers. Yes, but only Mr. Powers have been dragging his leg. He has a point. It does seem quite likely that it was Mr. Powers. Just gotta ignore this. I better keep pressing her. I already did that. Nick, find any contradictions? She seems pretty sure it was Powers in the photo. I guess I'd press her and see if I could shake her conviction. Whippersnapper! Hey, I haven't even said anything yet. I'll have you know, I'm not pointing fingers at anyone behind their backs. Everything I said now... Oh god, not this again. Mr. Wright, please, for all of our sakes, try not to upset the witness. I think Edwards has met his match. That morning during the run-through... Right there. Who was present at the run-through? Well, let's see. There was Powers, he's a Steel Samurai, then poor old Hammer and the Evil Magistrate, and me. What exactly were you doing? Observing. Just observing. What about the assistant? Oh, she was off moving backdrops around and such. So she didn't see the run-through then. I saw Powers trip and fall. Trip and fall? Yeah, and to think, he's the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. So Powers sprained his ankle. I helped him make it better, of course. You helped make it better? I kissed it where it hurt. Wow. Really? Let's just skip over that part, shall we? Where was the assistant then? Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle. You may continue your testimony. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. He broke a prop? Sure did. His own samurai spear. Samurai spear, the murder weapon. Luckily, I was there with duct tape to fix it. This strikes me as a significant detail. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Plus that too. Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained? Not so bad that he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch. Thus the nap. Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked. Dragging his foot? Okay. I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there is one thing that bothers me. Which is... Where is the Steel Samurai costume now? Actually, well... We couldn't find it. We're looking through. Oh, we're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes? And it's clear that the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers. I suppose that's right. You're sure, Your Honor. Hold it right there. We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in the photo can we see Mr. Will Powers. Defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also. Then allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please? No need to ask twice. Witness account continued. The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30. True. There was only one person I saw go to the studio, was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. So if no one else went to the studio, then would it have to be the Steel Samurai who did it? Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Alright, let's see what we got, people. The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true? The only person I saw go to the studio before was Will Powers. No one else went in there. If they had, I would have seen them.
Hold it!
Are you sure?
Objection!
The witness has answered the question. Anyone going to the studio had to pass by the witness. That's right, Sonny. You let him have it, edgy boy. Edgy boy? Isn't that Miguel? Isn't that Miguel? Old windbag sure has balls, or... you know what I mean. Old windbags have a way of skipping over important details after all. Or for that matter, entirely forgetting them. How convenient. Something for you to look forward to, perhaps? How did you know that? Eh? Didn't I just explain? I gave donuts to the detective. And then, after some rubbish about it being a secret, pal, he told me everything. I see Detective Gumshoe shares his fellow officer's fondness for donuts. The only person who I saw go to the studio before was Will Powers. Again, the costume. Are you absolutely sure? Oh, quite, Sonny. Nobody's suspicious looking passed by at all. Nobody's suspicious looking. Right. No one else went in there. If they did, I would have seen them. There's something that's just bugging me. Main day, employee area. Ah! Maybe is it this one?
Objection!
Got it. I got it. Hold on. Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct? Yes, sirree, Sonny. So whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture. And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground. Right. Anyway, it's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data. Oh, you know, if you went to work in the studio, you might have an opening. That very computer printed out this photo. Note on the back on the photo are printed these words. October 15th, 2 o'clock p.m., photo number 2. Even I know that means it was taken at the 2nd of October the 15th, Sonny. Really. Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit in the end where it says photo number 2. Photo number 2? The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this be photo number 1 if it was really the only photo? Order! Order! Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I wanted to ask the witness. Does evidence show that no one but 2 people went into the studio that day? Yet there is only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access, the security lady herself. You watch your mouth, whippersnapper. The only person I saw that day was Will Powers. But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by. Well, yes, that was what it would seem. Can the witness explain this to the court? I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help! Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either. Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too. Whippersnapper? Something the matter, Miss Soulbag? Ah, that's right! I just remembered something! Let me guess. Someone else passed by that gate, someone other than the Steel Samurai? Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way. I see. Your testimony, please. Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have other important jobs to do. I go through the photos recorded on security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it now, I remember throwing out one photo that day. Miss Oldbag! This is the first I've heard of this! Well, of course, Sonny. I've just remembered it now. Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin cross-examination. Well, I'd say that was a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this. Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. How many photos are on there usually? On a day we're open to the public, we get more than 500 people. But on filming days or rehearsal days where we don't have much money, we never get more than 50, and that's a big day. Do you back up all the security camera data? Well, they keep telling me to, yes. But those computers are just so frustrating. I throw any photos that are suspicious looking. How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious looking? Oh, you can tell by just looking at their faces, for the most part. For the most part? This is a murder trial, Miss Oldbag. Well, I didn't touch the suspicious-looking Will Powers photo, did I? I think she's missing the point. Come to think of it now, I remember throwing out one photo that day. Well, who the heck was in that photo you erased? A fanboy. Fanboy? Steel Samurai fanboys. Real freaks if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. One was there that day. Wait a second! Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those are your words. Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside and, well, that's where they come in. They come in through the drain? I told you they were freaks. Oh, and... They're kids. Children. Whippersnappers. Kids?! So, on the photo you erased, it was a boy. Probably 2nd or 3rd grade. What?! Order! Order! Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studio that day. One was a Steel Samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in 2nd or 3rd grade. Oh yes, we've seen this type every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him. A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade. I assume it will be hard, if not possible, for a young boy to wield the young samurai spear. Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy. Right. As I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data. Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there, that makes him a suspect. Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him. This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time. Mr. Powers. Yeah. Tell me straight. Were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio? I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping. Honest. So who was the Steel Samurai in that security photo? How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really. What? You should take better care of that stuff. I couldn't imagine anyone wanting to steal a Steel Samurai costume. So, where does this leave me? Doesn't look good. You're the only one likely suspect right now. Nick! What are we gonna do? First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this. Right. It'll take them so long to shoot us down before we can get another day. Right. But if you pick the wrong person, you might lose on the spot. You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all, actually. Hey, Nick, it's time. Okay, let's go. What does that mean? Please don't sound like that. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Willpowers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thought on this matter? The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studio was a boy roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence, but there's still no one else that could have committed that crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Willpowers. Very well. Mr. Wright, your thoughts. The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime. Order! Interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized. Right. Great. As if the stakes weren't high enough. So, who was the person other than Mr. Powers that may have committed the murder? Alright guys, you're watching now. Give me some help here. Who do you think is another person that could have committed this murder? Anybody can give an answer. Who do you guys think it is? The assistant girl? The grade school boy? Or the security lady? Who do you guys think committed this murder? My guess is the security lady, because you did say she had to run some errands, but she didn't say what it was. Who killed this guy? I'm gonna say the security lady. But I don't want to get penalized, so this is a hard decision to make. Anybody? Nobody at the moment? Alright. One person says security lady. What about that assistant girl? That's also just... Alright, I'm gonna say security lady. See what happens. It was a security lady! Wendy Oldbag! Who? The Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. It means that whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run. Oh, there was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady, Oldbag. What? Whippersnapper. Order. Is this true, Oldbag? Oldbag? That's Miss Oldbag to you. Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal a Steel Samurai costume. Then slipped into Studio 1 in the scene of the murder. Why would she go through the trouble of wearing a Steel Samurai costume? Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. I see! Excellent detective reasoning, Mr. White. Oh yeah, right there. Sherlock Holmes 2, baby. That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection at some damning new evidence? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecutor have an opinion on this matter? The prosecution has no meaningful objection at this time. What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so y'all think I did it? Is that it? Hey, G-boy, don't just sit there and do something. What's my move? You mean now's my chance to take this whole thing away? Let's press further. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's actions that day. But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer? You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive, too. Indeed. That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope. Wait a minute! What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy! The one whose photo I erased. He's only a grade schooler, though, as you said. 2nd or 3rd grade, was it? That doesn't matter! When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds tops. Your thoughts were so right. That boy is not the killer. What? How can you be so sure? Or is it being nice to kids and mean to your elders day, me whippersnapper? I have proof. Proof? I have proof? Really? Shit. I think it's this. The scene of the murder, as we all know, was in Studio 1. However, you need a key card to enter Studio 1. How could a boy with no formal relation to the studios have a card key? I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this? The windbag, speechless. It's got to be a first. Very well. This court will now suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Wendy. What was her name? Something old bag, Your Honor. And the prosecution will look further into this old bag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned. Wait a second! I'm not going to sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree. Me! I'm talking! Oh, great. Stop the presses. The windbag wants to talk. Miss Oldbag, what is this all about? Have you admitted something in your testimony? Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about. Not to talk about? By whom? Huh? You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk? Well, testify. Okay, now it's getting good, people. It's getting interesting. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studio on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me just to pretend they hadn't been at the studio that day. But if you're going to accuse me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free. Miss Oldbag, this is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court until now? Ain't you been listening? They told me to keep my mouth shut. And I always do what I'm told. No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the old bag. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. I got no evidence to prove that. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the Let's press on that. Who were these people? Well, the director and the producer, for starters. The director? We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scenes without a director? Of course! Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it. So where were these people? The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime. They had a meeting after all that. Where? Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer. Studio 2? It was Studio 2? Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through the gate, and all the way to the left. The path where the monkey's head was fallen over. Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination? I think I've asked all my questions, but... Let's take a break. Let's take a break. Your Honor, we have learned there were others at the Global Studios on that day in question. The director and producer and some bigwigs were all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Obag, and more information on these other people we have just been told of. I understand, Your Honor. This ends today's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me. Ah, really, it's nothing. Grin. Or should I say, sniff. Well, I'll be going to the studio to do some more investigating. We have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination. So Nick, have we figured out who was in that Steel Samurai costume? Could it really have been old Windbag? What do you think, Mr. Powers? I don't think it was her, really. Neither do I, Nick. Yeah, I know. Look, I was buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers. Poor old Windbag. I feel kind of sorry for her. Well, she wasn't winning any points there, with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studio. Right. We'll be back to visit you very soon. Thanks. Thanks, guys. Well, if you guys like this video, thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, I'm really sorry I didn't have my camera on. Not really feeling like myself today. Felt kind of sick, got a bit of a headache. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you could please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in part 5 of Phoenix Wright Ace Atorney. Peace out, everybody.